name is Mark and welcome to my channel. Join me all year round, week in, week out, come rain or shine, and together we'll be fishing for pleasure. Well, it's 6:30. Guess what I'm doing? Arrived about 5:45, fishing by 5:15. Can't see anything yet, just thought I'd say good morning, another day, another drain. Let's see if we can catch some big pike and some big zander. Morning troops, another day, another drain, and we're out today targeting big pike really, but one of my favourite drains. It's nice and overcast. I got here about 5:30, 5:45, was fishing by 6:15. Started off with 2 paternosters and 1 static. I've just brought the static in now, a whole herring, and half his back's been chomped away by crabs. So I'm hoping that's a nighttime thing rather than daytime, because I was planning to fish with all 3 rods with static deads today. Just had a hunch, that's all. But the crabs are about, I won't be. I've stuck with the 2 paternosters. If the static dead in the middle comes back all chewed up again, then that should be a paternoster as well. So at the moment we've got a roach on the right hand rod, that's paternostered 18 inches off the deck. Middle rod's a whole herring, a static dead on the deck. And the left hand rod's a paternostered smelt. A couple of me bite alarms have died. So I've been tinkering with them, trying to fix them. I've always got spares, so I've got my spares on. But yeah, so I've been doing a bit of bankside engineering. It's a brisk wind. Everywhere else it'd be a gentle breeze, but here it's a brisk wind. That could get up today and get a bit cold, but at the moment, it's perfect morning. Don't normally fish the weekend, so it's quite busy. Some good fish come out of here lately, so hopefully want to fall to us. This drain does a 30, it's got to do a 30. That's my thinking, and that's why I'm up here all the time lately. Apart from the zander, but obviously daytime session, not overly fussed with the zander. I don't think they're going to feed during the day. They might do. I mean, they feed all times, and it's not bright, so hopefully, you never know. But we're out, that's the main thing. We're fishing, we're after big fish today. Let's see if we can catch some. It's a couple of weeks now without anything decent. We've had plenty of fish. We've only had 1 blank the whole winter, so it's not too bad considering we're coming up to mid-November towards December. We've only had 1 blank, so we've done all right. Just got to do a bit better, as the old teachers used to say. Let's crack on, let's see if we can catch ourselves some pike. So a little bit of movement. Yeah. it's halfway through the session. I'm right down the bank out of the wind. I've got my brolly up as a windbreak. Cloud's starting to break up a little bit. I don't normally fish the weekends. It's been a typical Saturday. There's been plenty of anglers out on the bank. Seen a few subscribers. Met a lovely bloke this morning called Dave, subscriber. He's gone down a couple of swims down. And a few young lads starting out on their pike angling career. And there's a few old veterans like us as well. Been a good mixture on the bank today. Seen a couple of bailiffs. They had to eject one person trying to steal fish. It's always sad when that happens, but at least these waters are patrolled on a regular basis. As you can see, the wind is chopping right across. Sun's trying to break out. We have, there's this right hand float. You can see it behind them reeds. That's paternostered roach. That's in the obviously down the margin. That's the only rod that's seen any action. The middle rod, there we go. Central channel, paternostered smelt. It's 18 foot out there. And the smelt's about a foot off the deck. And there's the left hand rod, slightly over depth, because I had that out in the mid channel earlier. I've switched that into the margin. I don't mind it being over depth like that. Gives it a bit of play. Lets the pike take that bait resistance free before it starts hitting that stop knot on the float. Got to be in it to win it. Come on, you pike, let's have some action now. We put in a few hard hours this morning. Let's get some reward. Well, as you can see, head torch is out. I've got about 15-20 minutes before it's dark. Once it gets dark, I'll pack up. I'm not going to drag it out. It's been a very, very tough day, and I'm the last man standing. I'm the only one here. I'm the only one stupid enough to stay the whole day. It started raining. We had one run this morning, weren't even a run really. I mean, it grabbed that roach, run with it, but it pulled the roach off the hook, so ripped it completely off the hook. So we're never going to hook it or land it. And that's all we've had the whole day, the whole kit and caboodle. I was going to call this hunting, hunting for big river pike or hunting for fend and drain monsters or something, but we ain't done much hunting with you. No, it's not been the greatest day. Don't get me wrong, it's a great day. I'm out on the bank, fresh air. You know what I mean? I'm not sitting in front of the old goggle box doing nothing else. You know what I mean? It's a fantastic day. Just would have been nice to cap it off with some nice pike, but looks like it's not to be. Absolutely freaking soaked. And as by magic, here we are. Hey, we're out on the bank. Quick fire session before breakfast. Left the house half hour ago and we've got 3 rods in. Left hand rod is static dead. It's a whole herring, about 4 inches long, maybe 5, but quite slim. Middle rod paternostered smelt, right hand rod paternostered roach, all float fishing. It is blowing a hoolie, as you all know. We've been hit by a big westerly. Whew. But we're out. Got a few rods in. Let's see if we can catch a 20 before breakfast. Oh, well, good morning, troops. Another day, another river, and it's challenging conditions to say the least. Just had the first recast of the morning, and yeah, the amount of washing on the line is unbelievable. So much debris coming down. You can't have your rods too high like you normally would to avoid it because of the gale force winds. So hopefully we'll have a run, and hopefully before breakfast. Quick fire, short session. We're out. Hopefully we're going to get a lot of bleeps because of the debris coming down. Hopefully we'll have a pike or 2. Very, very mild. Big westerlies in. You know, it's the morning session's twofold really. I'm due out for a session tomorrow, and I wanted to see the lie of the land. The big storm hit us, and I wanted to see how high the river was, what condition it was in, water clarity, you know, the whole kit and caboodle really. Now I could have done that by taking the old dog for a walk this morning, but catching pike is much more fun than walking the dog. So I'm going to have a couple of hours on here before breakfast. Hopefully we'll have a few pike in the bag for you, but you never can tell. Really like to thank everyone out there. I've hit 10,000 subscribers, which has really, really pleased me. You know, the channel's going really well. We've got 3 rods out. That left hand alarm is very, very sensitive. It's got a latching LED, so any movement in it obviously comes on. The middle rod, I can't even see the float. Just gets taken away as soon as it goes in there by debris. It's just under the surface. It'd be like a sunken float, so if I get a run, the float will come up or it'll peel off, so I'm not too bothered. And the right hand rod is down in the margins, out of the way, but still, you know, there's a hell of a lot of debris coming down. The paternostered rigs hopefully keep them baits up and out of the weed, but you never can tell. The weed's in all the layers, so you know, the weight's coming back clogged up, the bait's coming back with weed on it and all up the line. So can only do what we can do. We can only catch what's there. If there's nothing there, this won't even make this won't even make it to YouTube. But I reckon that it's a big westerly. You know, temperatures have really rocketed over the last 24 hours, or even the last 12 hours. So hopefully we'll have something to show you. And I think I've got to run. I'm not sure. That float's moving, but there's so much wind and so much waves. It's hard to tell. I'm going to have a quick look at that and see if I've got any interest. Let's crack on. Let's catch some pike. We had a bit of encouragement at least. Yeah, the half hour, 35 minutes, you know, normal cast around, and I picked up the right hand rod, the roach, paternoster roach, just started reeling in, and just as I got just in front of the reed margin, whack, a jack hit it. It was holding on for dear life, but it hadn't taken the bait, so. But that's encouragement, and I've seen a couple of fish moving very close in, and if I try and go more than a rod length out, the weed is just you know, it's just overwhelming. It just drags everything down. So I'm going to have a couple of hours fishing tight to the margins, see if there's any big pike patrolling. As far as tomorrow's session goes, that's out the window for this river. Gonna hit a drain that I know. See if I can catch some pike out of there, some decent pike. There's a couple of drains, obviously I know loads of drains around here. There's drains where I could go tomorrow and catch plenty of small fish. But no, I want a biggie, so we're going to go hunting for big pike tomorrow on the drains. Hopefully, you know, then we're going to have to give this a wide berth for a few. Well, it's going to be well over a week because it's another big westerly coming in towards the end of the week. So it could be a case of tackling the drains for a couple of weeks now with these westerlies coming in. But we've had encouragement, so I've moved things around. I've got my static dead, which was all right out to the left hand side. It wasn't picking up any weed at all really, but I brought it into the middle rod and I've just slipped it down the margin just off the edge of the reed bed. My left hand rod I swapped over to the paternoster smelt. That's virtually weed free, that's not catching anything because it's away from the flow. The flow's going down that way and it's not picking up much debris at all. The middle rod was really in trouble. The left hand rod's picking up a lot of debris, but only in the case of it banging it and it's drifting off. The right hand rod, that's picking up a fair bit as well. But now I've moved everything in close. It should have less interference from the weed travelling down the river. And it is travelling, it's in all the layers, so it's, you know, it's really difficult. So I'm going to close in, margin fishing, see if we can wink one out, because we've had a bit of the old heart pumping, the old rod bending. You can say, well, why don't you get the lures out? You all know I don't like lures, so, but probably do you all right, lure fishing along the margin. We've got our 3 rods out. Let's see if we can catch something. Well, it didn't pan out, but at least I know not to waste my time driving around here tomorrow morning. I can head straight for a drain. Just got to make my mind up tonight which one I'm going to go to. And could have paid off, but I mean, on the retrieve we had on the Paternoster Roach, it got hit by a jack, but no cigar. Other than that, we haven't really looked like catching, to be fair. Very mild, very windy, overcast. You know, I would have said, if we hadn't had all that rain, I would have said it'd been perfect conditions. But yeah, it's really running off hard, and which is not too bad. But the debris that's coming along down with it is the thing that's making fishing anywhere other than the margins quite difficult. So we'll have a slow pack up. Hopefully one of them rods will roar off. If they do, I'll be holding up a pike for you. If they don't, oh dear. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. It's no big deal. I was up early, 5 minutes from the house. What's the worst could happen? I could sit here for 3 hours without a touch. And the one little bit of excitement. Gonna pack up now, slowly but surely pack up. Got a nice lamb shoulder. Gonna put that in the slow cooker when I get home. Make some lovely mash and onion gravy with it. Yorkshire puddings. It's not all bad. Even these clouds have a silver lining. Thanks for watching, troops. Not much of a video, but that's real life fishing. We're fishing for pleasure, and sometimes you don't get the results. Other times you do, but today we didn't. So that's two sessions, one on the drain, one on the river, and we ain't caught. Got absolutely soaked packing up on the drain. It's got quite dark. Am I going to get absolutely soaked again? Who knows? But I mean, I don't even need this coat on, to be honest. It's that mild. I've just got it on in case it chucks it down. But yeah, thanks for watching, troops. Really do appreciate all the views. I'll see you on the bank real soon. Tight lines.